Yo, 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 who we got here? Gunshot. Monstar. Thank you, Sean. I rushed in there to do that, to share it out. Good to see you guys. I'm back. This is the garden right now. I'm going to take y'all on a little tour just to show you what's growing, what's not growing, and what we're working on. But I can show you, hey, Zerk, this is what our end goal is here. This is my allspice. This is cilantro, oregano, basil, thyme, garlic. Oh, I can't remember. It might be a couple other things too. Here's some of the basil we're drying out. This basil I will dry all the way till it can crumble. I do have a dehydrator for some of this stuff. But this basil, actually taken from right over here, where you saw the original first shot. Here's our cilantro. Monstar stream. He made a little pico de gallo, and this is what he used, is cilantro. And right here we have, I threw seed in here a couple weeks ago, and we got some plants there. See, I harvested those already, and they're growing back, basil plants. My climbing clematis back there, starting to climb a little bit. Oregano, you guys are talking about oregano. I already harvested all this once and it's back. So this is all fresh oregano here I can put back in there. And we have sage, thyme, and now I do have different types of thyme trying to grow out of here. I haven't seen it start to sprout yet, but it's from seed. And I'm clearing out a lot of brush and stuff. Crimson, what's happening? Because I'll step back to let you see what I had to do with these bushes. So this bush here and this bush over here had to be trimmed down. So we have a lot of it still laying around. But that's the herbs so far. And as I showed you here, hey Caliber, good to see you. This is what we're doing. We're gonna dry out the herbs. We're gonna make it into this. I use this seasoning for just about everything. And I did mess with peppermint last year. SA, good to see you. It's the peppermint. I'm trying to hide the sun here. This peppermint plant here last year, I dried it out. I used it for some tea. That's about it. And the peppermint plant, I was told, is very aggressive. So what I wanted to do is put these two in here to show you what happened to these. As you see the purple down there, they're growing thin. There's not really a big ball. These are like cabbage. These are kohlrabi. And they're not really growing. They're not getting bigger. The leaves aren't big at all. These are planted at the same time as the one I'm about to show you. But what I'm trying to show you is this is peppermint, which smells amazing. But it is growing on its own. I didn't plant this year, and it's literally not letting these grow. What these should look like is this right over here. This is what we're going for. Kohlrabi there, about golf ball size right now. So the golf ball there. Maddie's in the building. King Tash in the house. Good to see everybody. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. Share it out if you want. We're just going over what I have growing. So this can get bigger and bigger. Maybe like a softball I'm looking for. One of the guys I get this stuff off of has them grow really big, like the size of people's heads. Like literally a head. Pumpkins, I had pumpkins in a patch before I tried them. All different sizes, but it really wasn't worth the work of growing them because they do crawl through the yard. Preston as well. Nutrient pellets, that'll help what? That'll help what, Preston? Yeah, I'm always up for tips. I'm a total novice. I taught all this by myself. I also see how the marigolds, see how this one's kind of dead? You can just pinch it off because they will continue to grow back. And down deep inside of here, if I can take this off, I can show you, if you pull apart this, there's all the seeds. See all the seeds inside of there? However, these people do that on, there we go, it does work. Here you can see all the seeds inside the marigold. My mother just dries those out and replants them. So once they get old, you can see that. See the seeds, those are all seeds. Anyway, the marigolds, multi-purpose, I get them, well, for looks, of course, and because they keep critters away. But this is the ideal size getting right. If the plant is being choked by it, means it's competition for nutrients. Oh yeah, that over there is just a experiment, Preston. I knew it was going to choke it out. I just want to see how bad it would be, because like, see how all these are growing, and as you can see, I got tons of kohlrabi. So here's another one, pretty decent size. See, it's starting to color. So, and this part gets a lot of water too from the hillside. Yeah, well, the peppermint plant itself is known to choke. And over here, you can see me there temporarily. Onions and garlic. So the garlic is all around the outside. I could clean more rocks out of here. And on the inside are onions, which will fully bulb up into full onions that you'll be able to see on top, and I'll be pulling those onions out. You can see the garlic finally starting to break through here and grow out. Here's one here. So last time I was here, there were no garlics. There were barely any garlic sprouts. Now you're seeing garlic sprouts as well as all the onions. All right, how about the fruit market? Let's go check out the fruit. Sun's just about hitting it there. I'm growing grass right here. Pennsylvania, Kentucky grass, Kentucky bluegrass. No, this was all pretty bald right here. So I'm still working on planting grass, letting that grow. Not cutting it for a while. It's doing pretty good. There's a couple bald spots like right here I'm trying to work on. J-Dog's in the building. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. No spicy peppers, Crimson. I got IBS, I got stomach issues. Here is, I gotta get a good angle here. Our grapevine. Here's a ball of grapes right there. Let's see if we can close it on them. There's some grapes. There's some grapes starting to grow. I hope they'll get a lot bigger. No, the way it should work, J-Dog, is I grow the food, he cooks it. But what I have to do is train all these to go the other way. So for instance, see these ones back here growing out the back? I want them to go this way. If you break them, it's not a big deal, but they're very clingy. They'll latch onto another one. Fuzzy Slippers in the building, one of my new friends. Good to see you, Fuzzy. Appreciate you. So we got those training to go that way, everything to grow to the left, and I'll show you why. Because as this grapevine gets bigger and bigger, it's going to climb right down here and right along this pole. Robert Matchett's in the building. And you guys said strawberries. Here's some, I'll show you the strawberries that I did not plant, but grew back on their own. Got a little baby one right there trying to grow. I might actually get to eat that one. The groundhog gets most of them. There's a bird right there, son of a bitch, trying to come over and eat. So you can see birds, groundhogs. See, they're eating that berry right there. Watermelon I tried too. It's just like pumpkin. There's some nice strawberries growing there. Now, if they can hide under a leaf or be low enough that the birds and the groundhogs don't get them, these are all strawberries down along the side. The weather wasn't as bad, the winter wasn't as bad, so all these strawberries just grew back. And if you don't know what strawberries do when they grow, is they grow up, they go back in the ground, they just keep replanting and moving down. So this plant was planted here, and a couple years later it's ended down there. So let's get to the good stuff. Talked about some of the fruit. The strawberries are pretty much community strawberries for the animals, because I have chipmunks, and there's chipmunk holes here everywhere. There's actually one right over there. I don't know if I could zoom in on it. Chipmunk hole. So we got chipmunks and groundhogs that live back here. Bunch of feral cats, turkeys. Everyone have dogs. I don't have a dog. But over here, let's see how the main garden's doing. Now, last time I was here, these plants were just planted. And here we have yellow tomatoes. So these yellow tomatoes last time, they were, you know, barely, maybe half the size of this. And there's another kohlrabi there. See how that one's kind of growing? Let's plant it right in the middle there. And we have onions all around the outside. Onions around the outside, around the outside. And as you can see, we're going to be having some tomatoes soon. Yellow tomatoes, less acid in them. Taste about the same to me, if you ask me. I don't really see much difference. But these are 6 tomato plants, along with all of the onions around the outside. More of those. And now we got pepper plants, a couple pepper plants. These are just regular bell pepper. Now, they haven't grown that much. These are one of the things I've been having trouble getting really nice and big like that. So we tried a couple different things this year to see if it'll work. Right behind them, that little mound is ginger. There's ginger root under there. And for ginger root, if you want to grow ginger, same thing for garlic. The ginger and the garlic that I grow, I just buy out of the store. Take the ginger root and you break it into sections. And there's probably a section about every 6 inches in here. Lee Charge and Wally, good to see you guys. So about every 6 inches there's a section of ginger root. That ginger root will grow up, and in the winter time we'll harvest that. So every one little nodule turns into a whole part of some 5-fold. It's about 5-fold. So whatever I buy 1 piece, I end up with 5 of them at the end of the month. So end of the year, I should say. Now these are all onions. And you can see spider webs. I like spiders in the garden. I don't mind them. I don't really mess with the spiders. Ants I want to keep out, but spider in the garden's good. Tons of more kohlrabi. We were showing that up there. You see the difference because I planted a lot of these real close, which is restricting some of the growth, as you can see. Now when I start picking some of the ones up top that are big, I'll replace some of these. But you see what they're supposed to look like. About the size of a baseball to a softball. Landon Markham's in the building. I'm about to sneeze. My allergies have been crazy. I can't run away, so you guys, yeah, thank you for the God bless yous. I'm sure they're coming. I appreciate it. That's what we're looking for here. Spiders kill the insects that will kill your stuff. Exactly, Blade Charge. And that's why I don't mind the spiders as much. They ain't looking at me. They ain't coming after me. Plus, if I get bit, maybe I'll become Spider-Man. You never know. So some of these aren't growing as fast, but they can be transplanted easily too. If that section up there is much better, I'll just move these as they start to grow. Same thing here. You saw the size of the one up front, but see, these aren't that bad. That's just small. Good thing, well, yeah, bless you. And Rex isn't here. Yeah, I'll blame him. Oh, something. Oh, look at this. So here we got a rotten one. Could be something eating it too. I'm hoping it's not something eating it, because the one thing I cannot stop from getting in here is the chipmunks. They're too small. So this one we're probably going to have to replace because it's not going to grow. There's ants in there. I'm not sure if the ants are eating it or not. This one we'll probably replace and put an ant trap over here. Yeah, it looks like ants have been eating it. There's ants in there. And we'll get an ant trap here just to take care of that. I'm gonna leave it laying down. And you got an ant trap right here. It's not doing very well. Look at that ant just running on top like, fuck you, I ain't going in there. I know what that is. I ain't stupid. Get in there, ant. Get in your home. Get in your home. Go in there. It's fun in there. Oh, I got one more thing to show here. Look, he will not go in there. He's not stupid. He's gonna go tell the rest that these big white things are fake. Grape tomatoes. Grape tomatoes. Creeping Never Sleeping is in the building. Welcome to the show. I'll try to get this lined up. There we go. Grape tomato. Oh, focus. So grape tomato, these should grow all through here. Oh, everyone on the street has a dog, Jake. All right, so the grape tomatoes, I'm hoping, will just climb up on this fence. So, as you see, I'm gonna have tons of them. That's breakfast right there. Come out here and grab a couple of tomatoes off the vine. How about it, right? Maybe a tomato sandwich. Fried green tomatoes. Or fried yellow tomatoes, I guess they would be. So we got peppers, onions, tomatoes here. Here's a better shot at the grass we're trying to grow here. Before, after. And this was all dead. Not much was growing. It was more like that little bald spot right there. Somebody. I hear a kitty. Where's the kitty? There's a kitty somewhere. I hear a kitty. What is that? Is there a kitty? What are you doing? Blaze does great garden. Good to see you guys. We got my garden going, and now there's Nightbot to show you how to follow your boy Blaze McCoy. Facebook, Twitter, Skype. We do wrestling on this channel. I'm gonna show you what grows in the garden. Hey, kitty. I'll probably be bouncing around streams here tonight for Raw. Say hi, Parker. Blade charge, I know. See, that's mine. That's Parker. Last time I was here, the other one was there about throwing up. So if you missed the last garden stream, you can go to the last garden stream. Pete's in the house. No, Pete. Pete, listen. When you live at a place like this, do you think I'd put it right out here, Pete? Do you see back there? Do you see what's back there? You see that area back there? You don't want me to take you to the woods. I'll take you back here and leave. This is where I take you and leave them. Let's do one last run through. Here's the kohlrabi, and it's starting to grow nice. You see golf ball size right now. Hoping to get a little bigger. Onions and garlic right there. How about that for Pete? I know you like to cook. Sean, anybody out there like to cook onion and garlic? That whole section is all onion and garlic. I was showing everybody what we're going for here. Here's a lot of the basil I just cut down. It's drying out. Also more fresh basil drying out. And this is my allspice. This is our end result. Cilantro, thyme, oregano, parsley, basil, garlic, and probably a couple things I forgot. Crimson Ninja, you like to cook? I do too, but here is everything out here. Creeping while you sleeping. Peppers, tomatoes, yellow tomatoes that is, and the baby tomatoes. Okra. Tell me about okra there, Crimson Ninja. What can I make with okra? What can I make with okra? Let's see. What do you think? This is my little area back here. All kinds. I can't go back there because I'll get poison ivy as soon as I walk back there. Over here as well. No wild animals today, though. I get little toads, little toady toads around here. I get little toads, turkeys. Someone said there was deer back here before, but I don't see any deer. No wild cats out here, just mine in the window. No groundhog out either. He lives right here. So I'm actually drying out all the herbs that I grow to make that allspice Fried okra. What's okra compared to? What's it like? What is it similar to? Okra, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Let's just chill over here in the old herb garden. Yeah, so okra. Yeah, I never had it either. I'm not sure. I mean, what does it grow? Like, if you notice, most of the stuff I'm growing is root vegetable or herb. I'm really low. I only have a couple tomato plants, couple pepper plants. Everything else is root vegetable pretty much. Puked worse than... Is it like lettuce or something? Is it like a cabbage? I'm not really sure. Okra. Oh, you love it? Mrs. You Taker. Good to see you. We go moles here. Moles? We have little ground moles here too. Tons of different birds. Blue jays, cardinals, sparrows, pigeons, those stupid pigeons. They do use my bath. Yeah, you know how many years this took, Tiny? Well, if you watch the first video I did, it shows you how many years it took to get it sort of like this. I have to share a video of my friend's house, his backyard. It's kind of the inspiration for this. It's more bushes and crap like that, but I don't feel like trimming bushes all year long. So I'm not. There's our peppermint and our choked out. I don't have okra, but I got chokra. Yeah, Shamrock, do you know about okra at all? Like what it's compared to or what it's like? Or what it is? I don't understand. But this is, we get a whole look at the whole shebang here. That was, mulch. Okra is a green vegetable mainly seen in southern cooking. Is it spicy? See, that might be why I never ate it too. Edible green seed pods flowering plant. That's okra. This is my experiment, my peppermint experiment. So peppermint has been choking out these calarebs because nothing else can grow in here. And that's the first thing they told me when I got this peppermint. They're like, don't put it in anything with any other plants because it will choke it all out. And it is. So I'm experimenting with this peppermint. I didn't even plant it this year. There you have it. I hear Kitty again. I hear Kitty again. What are you yelling for? There you have it, folks. The old backyard. The gardener guy, the seasoned veteran. I don't know, I did it last time. You think I can make another shot? Okra's not spicy. Bland, it's actually kind of bland without seasoning. That's cool. Well, I don't know if it grows around here. That's the thing. I've tried growing lettuce and some stuff. Pickled okra. Ooh. Not spicy. It's actually very unique. Can't really compare it to any other vegetables. Bland without seasoning. Like a Brussels sprout or something. Trying to get a, I don't know. All right. I don't know if I can make one shot. I made it last time, didn't I? Oh. Do I get 2 shots? Am I allowed to take a second one? This is one hand while holding this, too. Here we go. That'll be it. It's a pod thing, like a pea, maybe. Maybe okra's like a pea or something. I don't know. Well, there you have it, folks. The old garden for now. Come back in a week or so, see how everything's doing. By then, we'll probably be picking some of this. CE's in the building. Yeah, look at my yard, you prick. CE wants to laugh. Everyone make fun of CE for laughing at my garden. And then I'll show CE how to dunk on you. So over there, grapes and strawberries. There's the pit where we burned CE's wrestling career. Which just started. And over there, vegetables and herbage. And we bury CE's career right here. His wrestling career. Sorry, CE. You're the Madness champion. We'll see what happens after that. Tomorrow night, we'll see who fights Rex. CE, you're in a fight tomorrow night. I know we got Raw coming up here soon. I'm going to go watch it, go pop in some streams. We picking some, playing in the dirt next week. Who wants to play in the dirt? Kitty, you want to play in the dirt? You want to play in the dirt? Say bye to everyone, Parker. Say bye, Parker. She doesn't want to say bye now. Alright, everybody, it's your boy Blaze McCoy. Really nothing else to show. Garlic. Well, there's a lot of cool tips with garlic, I tell you, especially like breaking up. And I use it in everything. There's not much I don't put garlic in. And my breath probably is terrible too. You planted watermelon? Well, Jake, you're gonna have to keep us updated on your watermelon plant. When I did, was it yeah, it was watermelon in my old house. It was just, most of them were small, and then they didn't really get big enough, and it wasn't as sweet on the inside. Like that grapevine, it's taken years for the grapes to be sweet. Now I have 2 jars. Here's a good question for everybody. I don't know if anyone out there would even know. I got 2 jars of pure grape juice from those grapes in my fridge, sealed in jars, and I don't even know if it's any good anymore. I didn't know what to use with it. Last year I added sugar and made some homemade Kool-Aid, I guess, but it's pure grape juice squeezed right from those grapes in 2 jars. I don't know what to do with it. I think I'm just gonna end up having to throw it away. But this year, last year the grapes were semi-sweet. I'm hoping this year they're gonna be even sweeter. We're closing up on half an hour here, so I appreciate y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, tuning up, hanging out with your boy Blaze McCoy on my show if you missed it earlier. And now to check out how everything's growing here. And I'll see you on the flip side. Stay tuned to the Blaze Radio Network. Share it out, let people know what's going on over here. We're having some fun. Tomorrow night we find out who kills Rex. Blaze, what's going on out here? Shut up, Rex. Fertilizer, mushroom compost. I forget what else it was. Not a lot of fertilizer this year, bro. A lot of stuff grew back by its own. Peace, positive vibes, each one of you guys and your families. Stay safe. Be nice to each other. Have fun. Peace. I'm outie. See ya.